Okay, folks, so here we go. So I did the C motion video, and those always I get so much feedback from those, right? Um, Two things I would like to say, but before I do it and unpack this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up or thumbs down, that doesn't make a difference. And then also leave me a comment, because I'll respond to all comments, okay? I really do. What's important is that the comments help us grow. The comments help you grow, and it just keep us in a tight knit family. All right. Okay. So one thing I would like to say about the C motion that it really works well with the trifectas of golf. Because in order to play C motion, guess what? You have to have fluid motion. You have to be in balance. There's not a lot of crazy motion in balance, right? You have to have really good timing for it. Okay. Another thing about C motion, it has the three strike factors in it. Really, the people that picked it up, they got really soul turf interaction. They found out their strike pattern, and they get a better orientation of the club face and impact. And then that's when they start becoming a swing right player or a swing left player. Now, the premium setup is another perfect example of the trifectas of golf, right? In the premium setup, we piston pivot, anchor our weight, slightly close our shoulders, right? From that position, what are we doing? We're creating momentum, speed, balance, timing. We're presenting and creating an accurate soul turf interaction, a consistent ball strike, and a very consistent club face orientation and impact. That's why I love the trifectas of golf, because when you tie it in with the principle, you got to look and see, does it check off those 6 points? The three trifecta ball striking points, and then the three trifecta swinging points. If it doesn't check off those points, then it's probably not going to stand up under pressure. Okay, it really's not. So I have the ends weight on, and it's just a way for me to practice. Now there is one more golden tip that I found out from just talking to Lee and then watching the videos over and over again in very slow frame to frame. I call it an advanced motion, right? Sam Snead talked about it also in a black and white film. He talked about it, probably was 1960, maybe late 50s, right? He talked about it also, but it's something I picked up, and I call it's an advanced tip. And after you people work on the trifectas, if you want to know what the advanced tip is, just do me a favor. Hit my email, wristangles@gmail.com, and we'll talk about it, all right? Because it's not one of those things I can just put out there. We have to talk about it so I can make sure you have an understanding of it. Because this is one of those things where you only need to take one aspirin versus the whole bottle, all right? I'm going to add it in with this right here, a couple balls. And it's something, it's a motion in the field that you have to hit. You got to do it. But first, I want you to work on the trifectas. They're the most important thing. And then time in whatever method or system of golf that you say you subscribe to. Again, if it doesn't click off the 6 points, the three trifecta ball striking, and then the three trifecta swinging, then it's not going to stand up under pressure. I'm telling you, it simply not. Nope. It's got to check off the checkpoints, folks. You know it. So I'm just adding a little bit of the advanced technique in there. Again, if you want to know what the advanced technique is, and it's only one little slight motion, but it makes a difference, right? absolutely love these Maltby KE4 Tour Hybrid. I mean, if you're worried about, like most people, the people that don't like hybrids, it's because they feel they're gonna hook them off the planet. These Maltby KE4 Tours, they line up so straight, so straight. Straight. Is straight a word? They line up so straight, it's unbelievable. Here we go. The Trifectas, the advanced motion. That's smoke right there. Trifectas of golf. I'm using a little C motion technique. The concepts, what I call the concepts, the 4 keys, right? The 4 keys is, first you gotta have that trail elbow pocket sitting away from you. You don't want that trail elbow pocket facing toward the target. So you want to turn that elbow pocket up and then rotate the hands back on. So then that way, when we make that hammer curl, look where we are, right? So we're gonna have connection and then reconnection, right? So just the hammer curl is gonna give us the connection, but then the elbow comes off, and then the reconnection is taking that elbow and just feeling you putting it in front of the pocket. Not in the back of the pocket, in front of the pocket, in front of the hip. Steady head, very, very important. Swing direction, swing left, swing right, right? The advanced move, like I said, just contact me on wristangles@gmail.com and we'll talk about that advanced motion, because I need to talk to you about that so you can understand it. Because if I just try to tell you about it on this video, you're not going to make the connection. You're simply not. But if I explain it to you in detail, then you'll be like, aha, you'll have that aha moment. Rocky. Last one. So I hope this video helps you out. Anytime I wrap back around the C motion, I absolutely love it. You know, especially when I know it checks off the points, the trifecta points, it checks off all 6 of them, right? So that's what I do. I put things to the test, right? There's a guy out there talking about top down. Does top down click off all 6 of the trifectas? It doesn't. It doesn't. One of the main ones that it messes up on is strike and club face orientation at impact. You're just never gonna have the consistency if you swing in from the top without having a foundation at the bottom. Smoke. Beautiful balls. So hey folks, I hope this helps you out. And that's what we're gonna start doing. We're gonna start asking ourselves if what we're doing, does it click on the checkpoints? So turf interaction, club face strike, club face orientation at impact. Them are the strike patterns, the trifecta. The swing trifecta, does it click off on all 3 of them? Fluid motion, balance, and timing. If you're missing any of these points, these 6 points, it's not gonna stand up under pressure, folks. That's just the way it is. It's not gonna stand up under pressure. Hitting these draws with a hybrid. Euro draws, right? Not no hooks. I'm releasing it as hard as I want and the ball's just drawing. Straight as the arrow right there. Remember, one of the keys is that trail, arm, elbow pocket. People worry about the grips and all this type things. They need to start worrying about where that elbow pocket is, right? If that elbow pocket is turning in toward the target, you're going to start hitting a bunch of hooks. You sure are. Or you're going to hit what we call pull fades, right? So hey folks, keep grinding. Remember, the journey does require work. Peace.